My name is Wendy Slattery. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Beauty Buddy, co-founded with my sister Tracy. Beauty Buddy is a next generation community that provides brands in the beauty and the wellness space with consumer generated content, with market research and data insights. So we have a community based in Ireland and the UK, and we are currently expanding. So we created our community where we're able to see who's using the product. Are they like me? You know, there's no point in me buying skincare for a 20-year-old when I'm in my 40s, you know. So it was very much about, do we trust the reviews and the comments? And so we built it very much from a consumer problem, not from being from the industry. So, and that led us down the path to a whole different side from a data analytics, market research and consumer content. I decided to join SheScales because I had been at the Lusty Beg event and I had just seen the passion that was there by the founders, and I had seen the level of talent that they brought in to help us and to speak with us and to meet with us and to break barriers. And I was tired of doing kind of startups, and I really wanted a scale up. So, and it was the first one that I had, you know, seen, but also I just loved the passion and what the women behind it were trying to do and change the landscape for women. Before SheScales, we were looking at expanding into the US market. It was a real focus for us. And we were also, I suppose, taking every opportunity that came along. So, you know, as I said, we can offer a lot of different services, and we were kind of making ourselves thin and we weren't really giving ourselves time to work on the business. After the SheScales program, I suppose for me, the trade mission to the US made me realize I don't want to be in the US yet. We're not ready for the US, and we need to double down on the UK, and also that we need to focus on one of our services, even though we can do the others and we can tell people we can do them, but we needed to focus on one service and then bring in a subscription model, which will allow us to get more investment easier, you know, by having a reoccurring model, which is we didn't have before SheScales. SheScales has really helped me realize how much of the leadership side I really enjoy with my team, and that I really have worked on improving that. And it definitely has made me more community focused with our network and with who I'm spending my time with. And it has just opened so many more doors, you know, for me to walk through, you know, opportunities that I would never have got, and opened doors that I would, rooms I'd never get into, and I've gone into them. So it's taken away, I think, as well, any sort of fear of just putting myself out there. So before I would have kind of thought, will I do that or won't I do that? Now I say yes, even when my, you know, stomach is saying no. We are currently on a fundraising round. So we went through the process with SheScales on our pitch. We shared it with them, we got feedback on it, and they also introduced us to angel investors. So we have to raise that investment, but also we're really just concentrating on the UK market, expanding on our B2B model. But from the B2C side, we've expanded and we've people joining now from the rest of Europe. So we have no barriers to scaling or working with brands that are in different countries. We have US brands we work with, we've brands from Europe that we work with, and we're all based in Ireland. We don't need a massive team behind it, and the community it's all about authenticity. So for us, our community is just expanding by introducing themselves to each other. So it's a very, I would say, very exciting time to come on board with Beauty Buddy. I would say AwakenHub is one of the best communities for female founders in Ireland at the moment. The other programs that I have been involved in all had their place, but at the end of all of those programs, you were very much left. So there was no community, they just brought in the next group of people and you were moved on. Where this feels like I'm not moved on, we're finished the SheScales program, but I'm part of the community. There's lots going on. There's big sisters, there's, you know, advice still there. The community is growing, it's getting bigger. And, you know, I just want to be part of that community. It's not about just the short win. So SheScales for me is really strategic focus on our business. It is community and it's support.